We're being told that the protest this morning in the Mall was moved by the police. They actually unstuck some of those hands in time for changing of the guard, which is just as well, because clearly if you're facing lifeguards on horseback, it might be a different matter for them.
Yeah, imagine that being kicked in the face by a royal horse. That'd teach them a lesson. I've got no sympathy for them. I have every sympathy for their cause. You know, I understand about the climate emergency. I get that. But I think that if they want the public to be on their side, they should at least maybe have a moratorium on these protests until that lunatic in Russia is stopped doing what he's doing, and all of the crazy oil prices, which are a consequence of that unhinged idiot. I think that they should say, look, we're going to give it 6 or 9 months. We want to keep you on side. And at the moment, in my view, they're not reading the room. I think, if anything, they are losing more and more support from people who, like me, want to see the end of a climate emergency.
Danny, aren't protests and demos necessarily disruptive? What is the line? What is the acceptable line, in your view, for protests?
Criminal behaviour.
So it's not just disruption. So you can march through the streets, you can bring people, you can stop people going about their daily business. You can, if you've got, hundreds of thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of people marching through a city or area, that is legitimate.
That's done with the advance support of, like, for example, in my case, West Midlands Police. If I wanted to organise a 1,000-man march against something, I'd have to go through West Midlands plot and say, look, this is what I want to do. Which roads are you OK with me marching down? We see it all the time. You know, West Midlands Police will work with Just Stop Oil if they want to carry out a protest in a legal way. Then all they've got to do is call Lloyd House in Birmingham and say, look, we want to march down Birmingham city centre on a Saturday morning between 9 and 10:30. It happens all the time. But this is without the support of the police. This is just spontaneous criminal behaviour.
Do you think the police are actually handling it in the right way at the moment? They seem to have got a grip on actually taking the superglue off the road surfaces. They've got this stuff that they can squirt all over their hands. And, of course, they are giving these people a chance to actually make the protest before then moving them on.
Well, that's a balance for the police to make, isn't it? Because don't forget, guys, there is the potential of a public order risk. I mean, we saw it today with that guy. If you want to say the guy was assaulted, then that is a direct consequence of some criminal behaviour. So you potentially have criminal behaviour happening because of criminal behaviour. So if the police think that there's a balance to be struck, give them half an hour, then unglue their hands, then maybe that's a positive way of doing it. But how long that will be supported by the public. You know, if someone like that lad who jumped out of his van, I got the impression he was a builder or a plumber or something, potentially on the way to a job in order to put food on the table for his family. So it's a difficult balance. And I know that 55 of the Just Stop Oil protesters have been, I think, imprisoned in the last couple of weeks. So even though I hate what they do, I don't hate them individually. I've never met them. They're probably charming, nice people. I hate that they do this. And you have to admire the tenacity and the determination of them, just to give them that credit. Some of them are in prison right now because of it.
Yeah, and the fact we're talking about them as well. Danny, as ever, thank you very much indeed for joining us with your views. Thanks for joining us in the West Midlands there. Thanks.